Hey guys, it's Peggy Yee here with Citrus Templates, and today I will be sharing with you a spreadsheet that I created for real estate agents to help with their tax planning. So, if you haven't been on this channel before, my name's Peggy Yee, and I have a company called Citrus Templates that helps agents with all of their back office systems so that you can have a life and also grow your business at the same time. So, if you're new here, please subscribe. Okay, so let's get into this real estate agent tax planner. So the first thing to do is there's a sheet here that you can put in all of your expenses and income. So this will be, just put in how much, commission you got. You can change this up. These are all manual. So you can, if you just want to do commission and not break it out, you can do that. But you can just put in all of your income. Maybe you have some other income sources that you're making money. So just wherever you're getting your money for your business, you can put in on the income side. And then on the expense side, here's just some of the suggested categories for business expenses. And then in here, this is how much you can deduct. So if these are all business expenses, you can fully deduct them from your business. Meals and entertainment is only 50% now. Last year in 2022, it was 100%, but we're now back to the kind of normal 50% for deduction for meals and entertainment. So these are adjustable. So in the future, let's say it goes back to 100% or something changes, you can change that pretty easily if you needed to. But in any case, so each month you can go through and, see how much advertising or, all the different categories of expenses you have. And then that will then also be able to tell you how much your total, what's your total commission, what's your total expenses, and then what is your net profit. And so this is just really good just for your business in general, not even just for your taxes, but to know how much money you are making every month. And I think more importantly, how much profit you're making. Because I feel like agents, a lot of times we focus on this number like, oh, I had these amazing months, but then we're not focused on the fact that, yes, we also have a lot of expenses. And so just knowing how much net profit you have is really important. So this is like the basis for how you do your taxes, right? The more organized you are with your income and expenses, the easier tax time will come. So hopefully this sheet will help you kind of organize your information with your income and your expenses. So once you have this information in, at least you'll have that, you can now start to actually estimate your taxes. And so this is just a simple tax estimator where you can choose like how you're going to be filing your taxes. Are you single, married filing jointly, married filing separately, or head of household? So you can just pick the one that you are, and then this actually just pulls in from your income and expense statement. So you can, this will pull in the information that you just filled out. And then you can, do additional income. Like let's say maybe you have a spouse that also is working. And so you can add in that additional income. If you have any other deductions like charity or other things that, are outside of the business, but you are going to be having those deductions, then here's the place where you can kind of adjust that. And then based upon that, you'll get your adjusted gross income and your estimated tax liability. So this is automatically calculated based upon your filing status. So if you're married filing jointly, it changes based on your status and then the amount here. So again, this is just for planning purposes. Like, please consult a tax advisor, a CPA, somebody for professional tax advice. But this is at least to help you, get a ballpark or get an idea of how much you're going to be owing in taxes. Okay. And then the next tab is just a deduction checklist. And so these are just some common things that real estate agents can deduct. So again, here's some more resources for that information. And if you do have a question about whether something is deductible or not, again, I would reach out to a CPA, somebody, a professional to be able to answer that question for you for your specific situation. Okay. But this is just an idea. This is really here to jog your memory of maybe there was an expense that you paid for that you forgot about that you can actually deduct for your business. So definitely take a look at this and make sure that you've gotten as many of those deductions as possible. Okay. And then finally, there is this budget by commission. And this is really just to help you kind of manage the commissions that are coming in to your bank account, right? So we don't, we get a $10,000 commission. We don't want to like immediately spend $10,000 on something, right? We've got to put part of it away, at least for taxes. You've got some for your personal expenses and other things like that. So this is just here to kind of help you kind of figure out how much you really need to put aside for taxes so that you don't have this like huge tax burden come April, and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that, I forgot about that, and then you don't have the money to pay it. I've seen several agents in that situation. So if you are in that situation, you are not alone, but this is the time to, kind of step back and figure out, okay, how can I like make sure I plan for, whatever commissions come in, that I do set aside money to pay for taxes. And so this is a way that you can do it. So you can adjust this. So let's say I sold a $400,000 house. I charge 3%. So my gross commission is $12,000, right? So we're like all super happy about the $12,000, but then you realize, okay, I do need to, maybe pay a split to my team or my broker. I had other fees associated with this transaction. And so really what's going into your bank account may be, $8,000 versus the $12,000, right? And then finally here, personally, then now you can kind of break up that $8,000. And so it's not just, I'm just going to spend $8,000, right? You can kind of say, okay, well, of this $8,000, I'm going to, budget maybe half of it for personal expenses, right? Like your mortgage payment, your rent, your groceries, your car payment, stuff like that. Maybe will go mostly towards personal expenses. But definitely make sure that you, set aside some money for your taxes. And so you can adjust this based upon, where your tax rate is. Saving for retirement. I don't think any of us want to be like 90 and like holding an open house. So at some point, we've got to save for retirement. And then definitely having some money to reinvest in your business, right? Like as you're making money, you should be reinvesting in your business so that you can continue to make even more money. So kind of setting aside some money for that, whether it's like, paying for more lead generation sources, paying for coaching, paying for, other stuff that will help your business. And then anything else, that maybe doesn't fall into any of these categories. And so that's really here just to kind of help you budget any of your commission. So I hope that tax planner is helpful for you. I will include the link below where you can buy it. And of course, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out anytime, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks.